guy?
And find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hey guys. Oh, well, how's everybody this snowy Saturday morning? I guess I spoke too soon about the snow. Yesterday I was saying we hadn't had our first snow yet. Now look. Yes, I got blocked at Grainger County. And yes, Brandon had messaged me just a sentence asking what exactly do I want. But my incoming messages from the jail were not coming through, and just now have showed up. So I didn't see that he had messaged, because he had messaged yesterday. I had sent him an email being just like, asking him, acting like I didn't know who he was, just messaging. I finally got a hold back. That one guy from his block too had also contacted me back. I can't be on very long because I told my little munchkin that I would take her to Starbucks if she cleaned off the snow off the car, because she was asking to go. I was like, sure, if you clean off the snow, I guess. I have to also, speaking of, I need to get a snow scraper thing, majig. Who is this number that keeps calling me? Let's look it up. It kind of annoys me because I don't think I should have. I mean, I figured they would block me, but I didn't really say anything that I should be blocked for. I don't believe. Hit by somebody dead on a rail, please. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joy. That's horrible. Hey, May. Hey, PM. I saw your email. I responded. Oh, it's JD Byrider. Why are they calling? I don't want to do a satisfaction survey. Yeah, that's horrible about your nephew, Joy. Oh, look, we have the chat coming up all of a sudden. That's really sad about it's always sad, of course, but when it's a child, it's worse. Highway 127 in Liberty, Kentucky. It is. Okay, here. I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys because I can't be on here for very long because I give it like 5 minutes before Caitlin starts yelling about me being on a live. That's my whole message from Brandon Lawson. Exactly. What do you want? This is through City Telecoin. So I guess it's the next person's turn to contact him or somebody from there, because now that I'm blocked, I'm not going to, try to make a new account or anything. And I'm not trying to get in any trouble. I mean, these messages were not here before. Heath Bismeyer says, blow me. I thought that was a really nice message. Yeah, so I did talk to this Randall guy. He is in the same block, but I didn't have a chance to even ask him any. I was trying to just slowly work up to these type of things. That I was told that he was Lawson's roommate. And that's what the thing I was going to tell you guys, but I wanted to say, but I couldn't say at the time. I told you guys I would tell you after. I was told that he was Lawson's roommate, but then I got another message that says this other guy's his roommate. So I don't know. Either way, yes, I got blocked by the jail. Look what happens. I tried to send a message. I responded to so I pretty much copy and pasted this message to 6 or so people. Then I wrote Brandon a message acting like I was just emailing him and acting like I didn't really know who he was. Well, I said, I'm curious what it's like to be in your situation. Do they have to house you separately from everyone else, or how does that work? What do you do in there to pass time? Are you able to watch TV, or do you have one of those tablets that you can play games on and email people? If you respond, I'll add money to your book so that you don't have to worry about how to pay for it. And maybe you can get yourself some snacks as well. I know when I got myself into some trouble when I was younger and I was in jail for a couple of weeks, and the only thing to look forward to is commissary and mail. So I thought I would just email you to cheer you up and be there for you when you probably need it most. I'm sure you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders. Like I said, if you want to email me back, I'll put some money on your books so you don't waste your time emailing little old me. Hope to hear from you soon. Then, magically all these messages come through today after I was blocked, and I noticed I had a really nice message from Brandon Lawson himself, or his account. So that's the exciting news for today. Yeah, Brandon's though on the side that they're only allowed out an hour a day, but for him, he gets out more often because he's the pod guy. Actually, oh no, Randall would be his roommate. Because Randall told me yesterday he's the pod guy too. And he said, I go, oh, so I didn't mention anything about Brandon. I asked him about his roommate. I said, but I asked him what he's in there for. He said he doesn't know. He hasn't told him. He claims that I asked him, oh yeah, that is true. He has to be Brandon's roommate, because I asked him, so how much time do you guys both have? And he told me he's been in there for 14 months, and because he's going through a trial on drugs. He's not in there for any sex crimes. I looked up. And I wasn't about to tell him about Brandon. I couldn't do that because that would put, I didn't want anything on my shoulders. I mean, I wasn't going to be like, oh, by the way, your roomie, he's a predator. But I decided to play it off like I was just like, doing which is kind of true. Just doing a video about life behind bars and, and he told me his roomie had a year to do. And I go, oh, so what type of things, like what type of privileges do you get being a pod person? And wait, actually, I might have it recorded. No food, no nothing. Actually, I can't. I'm trying to remember if it was on. Oh, yeah, it was on video call. Okay, let me think here. No. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find where, did I not record it? Dang it. Oh, this might be it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what this one is.
So, what's it like there?
Here we
What's
go.
it like in jail?
At this jail?
Yeah.
This jail's not too bad. I mean, it's jail and it sucks, but not too bad.
So,
no, he doesn't.
How long do you have to be there?
He claims to not know who he listen, okay, so I do have the call recorded. It's 14 minutes long, and this is Brandon's roomie. But I was going to work into, now somebody else is going to have to try to contact him because now I'm blocked. So next, I pass the baton. So let's just listen to this. And then I do have to go afterwards to take the little munchkin to Starbucks. So here's his roommate.
I don't know. I've been here almost 14 months.
Dang. I thought you could.
I'm still going to court.
Oh, okay. So.
I have drug charges.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah. But so that means, so you're just waiting for your trial to end, and that's why you're not in prison yet, right? Or you're not?
Yeah, well, they offered me time, but I didn't take it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you have you could always, it'd probably be cheaper too if you want, like, I don't know if it'd be easier in the future if you're wanting to call, to just call my phone number.
Yeah, I'll have to get a pen though.
Okay.
All right, hang on a second.
Or I can message it to you.
Too bad.
Okay.
Which I did, by the way, guys, I did message him my phone number, like, after this call, but they put a, like, I noticed right away that once I sent my phone number that it was pending. And so he didn't get it, like, in time. I don't know if he even got it before they blocked me. And I'm guessing they probably blocked my phone number too. So, too bad it couldn't have waited a couple days. I mean, really, I don't feel like anything I'm doing is anything wrong. They want people to know that Brandon Lawson's in there, right? So, And I'm not asking like, I'm not putting the guy in danger or anything. I don't think anybody should call his roomie and, tell him about who Brandon is and stuff. I don't think that's a good idea. Just to let you guys know that just because, if something would happen, you don't want that on your conscience, but I don't feel like you'll listen to the call. You'll see the kind of stuff. I mean, you guys heard what I talked about. I mean, really nothing. I mean, the guys, they kept calling from that other block and they didn't really have anything to say. So I just stopped answering. I didn't know they were messaging me. Ziggy Colombo. I don't know when I open. I don't think that I don't know about that. It could be, I guess, but he's only been in there for a month. It's going to get around. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay or that it's okay, but it was only a matter of time before people, if they did not know, they knew he was the sheriff's son. Now, this guy didn't. We'll go ahead and listen to this. Sorry about that.
No, I can message back, but only when I get out for an hour. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys don't get tablets there?
No.
So do you get to be around anybody else in there at all?
Not really. I mean, I do because I'm a pod worker, but that's the only reason.
What's the pod worker?
I just clean and serve food, and that's about it.
Oh, is there only one of those per?
I don't know. When I open, yeah, I'm always kind about it. And I would have been kind to Brandon too. I would have given him, I mean, nothing was a trick or anything. I told they all knew I was doing a story on jail. So, and no, you can give out your phone number. No, you can message your phone number, May. That's loud. When I open, I feel like you're blaming the wrong person. If you shouldn't touch children. You should not hurt children. I'm not saying that I probably shouldn't have told. I wasn't even thinking, honestly, but I mean, I agree. I probably shouldn't have told that other guy on the other side, because it would probably get around eventually. They did already know he was the sheriff's son, but honestly, though, I have very little I don't feel too bad though about it though, because I mean, I feel like if you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to children.
Like, I don't know.
There's two over here.
Oh, is there? So, do you guys have to share cells or?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a celly.
Oh. So, is there ever
my camera wasn't working on this one for some reason, or no, mine was, but his wasn't.
any fights or anything like that? Is it like the movies?
No, not really here. I've been in places that they are.
Yeah.
Here's not so bad.
Yeah. How many people's in the area or the block you're in?
There's usually about 40.
So can everybody hear your conversation and everything?
No, I'm in a room by itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But don't they have the cells? Don't they?
Right,
Or
JPG?
are they like regular just doors or? Oh.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't feel bad. JP,
and then this is a little room that's got 2.
the thing is, when I and who was the other person? BC is there's nothing I can do about it now. You know what I mean? I can't do anything about it now. So would have, could have, should have. I'm not saying. I already said that it probably was a mistake and I wasn't thinking. Doesn't make it okay or anything, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. I feel like people shouldn't freaking touch kids, and you know, he's been enabled his whole life. I don't want something bad to happen to him like that, like where he gets hurt. Not where it's my fault. Now, I don't like people who hurt kids, and I think it's like the worst crime possible. And he was taking advantage of his position as, you know, a father figure, somebody to look up to, the son of a sheriff. You know, he's probably gets kind of a lot of attention around there because he's Ronnie Lawson's son. And, you know, she probably thought he was cool or something. I when you're young, it's like, oh, you know, older guy. It's like cool, you know. But he took advantage of that. And he's been able to get away with this type of stuff because of people enabling him and, you know, tiptoeing around him. Doesn't mean I want to put the guy in any danger or anything because of something I say, because of my actions. I don't want to do that, of course. But at the same time, I don't feel like it would be, I can't take complete ownership of, like, I don't know. You shouldn't hurt kids. That's it.
2 visit things in it. And then you got 2 phones out there in the pod and 2 TVs.
So do you have to be around any like people that you don't want to be around?
Yeah, that'd be everywhere.
Well,
I'm not from here, so I don't really know anybody, so that helps me.
Oh, really?
how'd you happen to get arrested there?
I was just passing through.
Oh, where are you from?
Cobb County.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Okay. Okay. So you say you have to stay in a cell like 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
And
I get to come out a couple of times a day, but that's what everybody else has to do.
how do they choose who's the pod person or whatever?
I don't have no idea. I've only had it. I was here like a year before I got it.
Huh.
But I was over there on the other side, but got in trouble.
Oh,
there,
really?
It's open over there.
Oh, did you get in a fight or something?
Do it now?
Did you get in a fight or something? Is that how you
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why you were on that side, because I know there's 2 different areas.
Yeah. Over there, it's open. There ain't no cells.
You're right, Samantha. You're he's not I guess he's telling everybody, according to the guys there, he's telling everybody he's in there for meth, that he had a meth problem. But I guess they're all saying he doesn't have any papers like to prove what he's saying. So yeah, that usually is basically a sure sign that the guy is in there for a crime on children. If you don't have papers to prove what you're in there for, I mean, because the only crimes that they really, that you're in jail for, that like the inmates will harass you and will hurt you if given the chance. However, they said there's absolutely no chance they said that somebody could get to him, so that's good. The only person around him would be the one who's the other pod guy. And they have a privilege that it usually takes a long time to get, and you don't want to ruin that. But he's telling everybody he's in there for meth. Let's see what else I was going to say. I don't know. Here, I'll continue playing. The Baton Rouge serial killer. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was murdered. I mean, I agree, Shay. I just don't want to be the cause for anything that happens to him. You know what I mean? Not that I feel like it would be. I don't feel like it would be anybody's fault really, except Brandon's. Like, let's say somebody else was in it was, told somebody in there or told his roomie that he was a sex offender, and the roomie like messed him up real bad. Would I blame it on the person who told his roommate? I mean, I don't think it's really a good idea. But ultimately, it's Brandon's. It's his responsibility to deal with these consequences. If you don't want to put yourself in that type of danger, then don't do the crime that will put you in that danger. Oh, what I was going to say is sex crimes. That's the only crime basically that you can't say in jail, or they'll, that's the only one. I mean, really, if you're a murderer or whatever, like they almost put you on a pedestal. But if you are a woman beater too. Some of those guys, even though many of them have been in domestic altercations, a lot of times they don't like woman beaters either. But rapists, children crimes are definitely a big no-no. Oh, they weren't using a phone in the cell, Jesse. Probably, Liz. They don't know because it's been I don't know. They're sheltering them from it. None of them know. Yeah, I understand. When I understand it is dangerous. I do. Trust me, I thought about that when I started. I've thought about that a lot. Not just this incident, just going into this subject at all with the corruption. because I know it's going on. I'm sure. I mean, allegedly. That's my opinion. Okay. I think everybody should go research themselves. But when I first started looking into this corruption and I was really scared. I have thought about not talking about it. Because when people's freedom is at stake, a lot of times they feel like they have nothing to lose. Their only chance to go on is if you shut up. But now, I mean, it's not just me. There's several. But yeah, it is kind of scary, to be honest, and not just out of everything I've talked about. Yeah, it's the scariest. It's the only time I've actually been like had any type of like, should I talk about this? Like real. I mean, I have had that feeling before, but only like not because I was worried of getting hurt, but for like, is it appropriate? This time it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of very influential people in Eastern Tennessee, and probably my guess would be it goes beyond Tennessee. I mean, especially with them being right there, with access to like four states within like 30 miles or something. Yeah, somebody has to, I guess, somebody has to. And I would feel more comfortable with it if I didn't have a daughter, or a kid. But yeah, I do think about that a lot. You would think they get the paper I bet anything, Tammy, that the jail made sure that not to access the news, maybe. I have no idea what type of protocol they use or whatever was in place to keep. I have no idea, but I do know on Brandon's side they're locked down 23 hours a day. I mean, I've been in jail before, but it's been like a really long time. And there was a paper they'd give. The Sunday paper would be put in there, but Starbucks. Mm-hmm. Right now. Within probably like 15 minutes. I told you within an hour. It's been an hour. Isn't he really? Yeah, Share Bear. Fine, I'll come back in 15 minutes. Do they, Phil? Maybe it's the area of the United States. Jeannie. See, I'm saying your name wrong too. Jean? Is it just Jean? He doesn't have the kitchen job. He has the pod job, according to the guys in there, which is he gets in his pod. They're only out for an hour, but he gets to get out like a lot more often because he cleans the pod, and he also hands out trays. So, and the guys said that it's like all those guys in there, it took them like months to get a job. And Brandon gets a job within the first like week that he's in there. So they did find that suspicious. Okay, here we go.
And so they have to keep you separated from somebody over there, huh?
No, that person
I trust you.
Gone home, but I don't want to go back now because I'm getting 2 for 1s.
Oh, because of you get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
So does everybody who does pod work get 2 for 1s?
Yeah.
That's how it works?
Yeah.
So that's the best it can go?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get no better than that.
Than 50%?
Yeah.
No,
So you get 2 for 1s, and it comes, cuts your time in half pretty much. So,
okay, right. But I heard something about 30%, that some people get like 30%.
Yeah, that's when they execute your time. You gotta have felony time to do that. Misdemeanor ain't 30%.
Oh.
Misdemeanor is a year, and then anything over a year is felony.
That's true, Shay.
So, all right. You have to, like, you're in there for drug crimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're probably in an area where you're around some pretty bad dudes, right?
Well, not here.
Oh, you're segregated. That's right. You're only around one other person, right?
Yeah.
There's
a couple people here that's got bad charges, like murder charges, but they're not from here either.
Well, what's your roommate's charges?
I don't know.
Oh, you guys don't talk about that kind of stuff?
Well, he ain't never been in jail before, so it's kind of hard to really.
Oh, really? He doesn't want to talk about it?
No, not really.
He
just moved in about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so where did he come from before?
From in here, but he was just in a cell.
Oh.
He got a job, so they put him in.
Oh, that's why he moved, because they gave him a job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see how it works. Okay. I'm just trying to understand this all. Unfortunately, I don't know. I guess I could, if this call ends and if you want to call back, you can, on regular. I don't know if you have time, but if not, but yeah, I can message you the phone number as soon as this is over. That's only if you want to or whatever.
I don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it does give you something to do. I mean, so you guys don't even get what are your does you and your roommate even talk? Do you guys get along?
Oh yeah, we get along.
Oh really?
I try to sleep when I'm in there and read.
Oh,
that's my time.
So did you know him before?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know nobody when I got here, but I've been here for a long time now. People come back here a lot.
So how long are you in? How long are both of you guys in here for?
He's got to do a year, but they offered me 14 years, but I didn't take it. At 35%.
So that's right. You said you still are going through the trial, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so he has to do a whole year?
Yeah.
So they don't even give you, I thought at pod things, they give you 50% or whatever.
Yeah, the only way they don't is if you got, like the judge says, year, day for day, then you can't get 2 for 1.
Oh, and so they won't give it to him?
No, I mean, if he just got a year to serve and not a year, day for day, yeah. If they say day for day, you can't get 2 for 1s.
Huh.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah, but I came down there
So I keep asking him questions about his roommate just because his roomie is Brandon Lawson. And so that's why I'm asking. And so I was trying to get, because there's this confusion about whether or not he has to do a whole year. Because Fizzle talked to his probation officer, and I think he was saying he has to actually do the whole year. So I was trying to find out, more confirmation of that. Just because I don't really trust these people, and now I question everything any of these people say, now that we've seen allegedly definite proof of corruption, I mean, I have to question everything that comes out of their mouths, and I have to check and double check and triple check. So yeah, I just can't. I mean, even that guy sounds like a pretty straightforward, honest guy, the probation officer, but you don't know if he's just saying what he's been told or if these things are. I mean, he's probably going by the just telling the standard, like what's typical. I don't know. Thank you, Lip Lock. And I did try to message Brandon back, and that's how I found out I was blocked by the jail. So those just joining. Yeah, I was blocked by the jail. So somebody, are you close to the tri-state area? No, I'm like in the middle of the state. I see, but he does know why his bunk is there. So where I'm at, the jail automatically gives you 2 for 1 unless their sentences say no good time if he goes to trustee. Oh. Yeah, I think that they're just telling the public he's doing. I don't believe he'll do a whole year in there. Hopefully, jail time is really hard. Actually, they think they're protecting him, keeping him in the jail. Anybody else, they would have sent him to prison if he had to be there for the whole year. But they're doing that to protect him because, trust me, nobody's going to rather be in jail. Like, especially, I mean, the only people that would rather be in Brandon's situation than prison is a sex offender or somebody who's going to have a target. But I mean, he's in there for 23. Well, no, he's not in there for 23 hours. He gets to walk around and stuff. But after a few weeks, you get used to it and you get in a little rhythm and you're able to sleep like most of the day. You just sleep the whole time. It's pretty, and I only know this because of experience. The longest I had to be in jail at one time was like, I think it was like 40 some days. And that was because I couldn't stay clean. I kept violating my probation. And so eventually, they'll give you your first violation, like, 3 days, the next violation, 7 days or 15 days, or then it just matters. I mean, my chart, the times I've been in trouble were misdemeanors, but it's so sweet. Thank you, Lip Lock. I did notice my Boo Boo guy, he did move a little bit. I think he's just behind. He looks sad. Poor guy. If he's in 22 or 23, he locked down. He's not sleeping much. Let me tell you this. You don't have to tell someone why you're there. They'll find out. You find out more stuff in jail than you do outside of jail. Well, you find out things quicker in jail. Yeah, I guarantee people are, and that Brandon's getting like things like passed to him. They all liked James Harville. Like, none of them had anything bad to say about him, but I don't know if that's because they're, they don't, I mean, they do listen to the phone calls. They can listen to them. So aw, that's sweet, Lip Lock. Thank you. Also, if you're sentenced to 12 months, you stay in jail and get the good time. If you're sentenced to 1 year, they are supposed to send him to prison. If you're sentenced to 12 months, you stay in jail and get... Oh, so if they say 12 months... So you're saying if they say if your sentence says 12 months, that means you go to jail. But if it says 1 year, then it's prison. That's like... Is that what you mean? It's just like a little technicality thing? Or, I mean, is it the judge who decides if you go... I guess it would be the judge. Well, probably no, the judge usually does the sentencing, right? He's the one that comes up with the punishment, right? Prosecutor just tries to prove the charges that are against the defendant, but the prosecutor... Actually, they do come up with the punishment too, don't they? The prosecutor, because it's usually the judge that just goes along with it. That's right. That's why we've been giving such a hard time to the district attorney. Duh. The judge determines whether it's county or state time. It was 1 day under 5 years. If it's the judge that sentences you, but his attorney could have said, can we sentence him 12 months so he can stay in the county because it's safer, but it's so that he will only do half time. Do they give him half time because time in jail is like harder? I mean, I've never been to prison, thank God. I mean, thank God I did not get a felony during my heyday, you know? Thank you, Jesus. Lord knows I could have, there was probably several times I could have or should have. But I have been to jail a couple times because of I got a possession of marijuana and I couldn't stay clean. Well, that one actually, after the possession of marijuana, I got clean pretty soon after that. But my first DUI when I was like 21, gosh, I violated 3 or 4 times. It was crazy. That eventually, they were just like, you're just gonna have to do the rest of your time and inpatient. Like the probation officer really tried, and several years later, I sent him an email thanking him for all that he really tried to help me. He's already had his time reduced to a small fraction. Now it's going to be cut in half. North Carolina courts is all I know about, I should say. Yeah, it does. It is different from state to state. That's true. And it can vary greatly between state to state. Okay, sometimes it's, so we've got to keep that in mind too, that people's comments are probably in reference to where they are located. Marriott suite at the jail. Am I understanding this right? Can you give me a fast rundown of Grainger County block grant? They blocked me from talking to anybody. And I wasn't getting any of the, here, I'll put this back on the screen for a second. I wasn't getting any of the messages they were sending me. And I just got them today after they blocked me. Like all of a sudden I have all these messages, and one is from Brandon Lawson asking exactly what do you want? And that was sent to me yesterday around noon Eastern time. But here in the messaging yesterday, all these were, there was nothing in the inbox. And I was like, God, none of these are, I thought that was strange, because I know when you're in jail, you get so bored. Like, you'll talk to anybody, you know? So then all these pop up, and I saw the Brandon Lawson one, and now I tried to write him back, and that's when I noticed I was blocked. Then I tried to schedule a video call, and it said this facility has you blocked. Actually, I took a couple screenshots. I could show you guys what it.
I started looking at.
Oh, and now we're playing the call I had with Brandon's cellmate yesterday. And it sucks because if I would have just had like even one more call with him, it would have been answer a lot of questions. But anyways, let me send those screenshots to my computer real quick. Oh shit, I haven't even set up my email on this phone. Dagnabbit. No. Dagnabbit. Silly rabbit. Unable to add attachment. Why? That's weird. Why can't I add an attachment? I've never in my life had that happen. Okay, let me try to add the attachment to my Dropbox and then access my Dropbox from the computer then. That's odd. Never had. It will not let me send this screenshot. Like, I'm trying to email this screenshot and it won't let me attach this screenshot. It's giving me an error message each time. I've never had something like that happen. Okay. Should be on in my Dropbox now. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I asked anything like, I mean, of course they don't want, they don't want anybody to get hurt, I'm sure. And I didn't think too much of that through. I don't want somebody get hurt either. I mean, I figured they would block me, but really I wasn't planning on outing him or anything to his roommate. Okay, so I know I'm fine, but my money makes me handsomer. That guy that sings that song is so cute. Sorry, I know I'm random. He is such a cutie. Cutie patootie. That's what I got. Wait, what, Angel? You have to watch before you call her again. Wait, call who? At the end of the live that just finished. I'll see what I made for you. You should contact the warden. They're required to explain the reason for blocking you. Oh, really? The only way they can stop anyone from emailing or setting up a visit is if he tells them to not let you contact him. Really? Seriously? Is that true? They're not allowed to block people from contacting the facility? Unless the inmate says so? Hey, Crystal. All of them are. Poor Martha's going to quit soon. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Martha. Martha, Martha, Martha. Yeah, I heard the roommate say he was in there for over a year before he got a job. Let me pull up the...
Into that area because...
Oh. I'm getting frustrated researching Travis, Hank Davis, and Leonard Dalton, the CEOs in the Grainger County sex shows. No criminal charges ever. Facebook drive me. So the guy, one of the inmates talked about that with me, and I might have it recorded, but that did come up in conversation, that whole situation. Or wait, who did I talk to about that? Was it the inmate? No, that's not. Do you guys remember? I was talking to somebody, and I think it was one of the inmates, and they were saying that the guy that happened to was set up. Like, so I guess the guard, according his story, I guess, is that he went to school with these girls. He knew them, and it started out with them like flirting with him to try to get him to bring him like cigarettes and stuff like that, you know, sneak him in that stuff. And then they were, you know, like, if you do this, we'll do this for you. And I, according to, that's right, it was the inmate that told me this, because he said my cousin's best friend was one of the girls who was part of that, and they were trying to set him up so that they could sue the county. And it was a plan the whole time, because they knew the guy, and they knew, you know, they could coerce him into being like, hey, we'll put on a show for you if you do this. But still, it doesn't make it right. He's supposed to, you know, be the responsible one. Okay, I have to hurry and play this because Caitlin just came in here and we need to go to Starbucks. So I have to play the rest of this real quick. There's about 5 minutes left.
Of actually the Summer Wells case, because that's how Yeah, that's how I first started looking in the area. Because I just got interested in the case, and then I went on YouTube and started talking about it, and it kind of just took off. And then when I started looking into the Summer Wells
Sorry,
case,
guys.
I started noticing, like, I don't know, some weird things and law enforcement and the courts. So they got me. That's why I'm focused, like, really on Eastern Tennessee is mainly right now. What we've been, when I say we, I mean many of us in our little, like, community, journalist community or whatever, are like, all the jails that we're contacting is pretty much that area, you know.
Yeah.
Right now, but so
Is she still missing?
yeah.
I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, really? Yeah, she's still missing, and her parents. Okay, her dad was in jail, but he got out recently, and people were really thinking, you know, the parents are involved, but definitely the mom. I met both the parents. I went down there a couple times, actually, and interviewed them and stuff. I talked to even Fred Hill too. Do you know who Fred Hill is?
Who?
Fred Hill?
No.
Oh, he's somebody related to the case, kind of, which is a neighbor of Don Wells. And so I just went up to him. I went down to Tennessee, and I just, like, kind of drove down Ben Hill Road, like, you know, and just and I just, like, was just driving through. Actually, I had a local with me because one of my subscribers, and he just happened to be standing outside. And so far, I'm the only person that's talked to him. I don't understand. Everybody's scared of him because he, like, shot a guy or something. But he did that in defense. It was not. People don't understand that he was shot at.
I'm so embarrassed. Don't. I'm trying to you know, have a conversation with the guy, you know, get him comfortable. So, anyways.
First, so he's actually a really nice guy, and he has a bad reputation from that. So yeah, that's what got me looking into the area. I talked to a couple other guys on the other side. And I was asking him about the different areas, you know, if they have, like, two different like, pods, or how many do they have? Just one women's pod?
Yeah. There's never many girls here. There's like 8 or something.
Right. So it's majority men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small jail, anyways.
Right. Is most people in there for? What's the majority of people in there for? Would you say?
Violation of probation.
From what? Drugs?
Yeah, pretty much drugs.
Like failed urine screens?
Yeah.
That's what used to always get me back when I was a wild child. Yeah, I was on probation at one point when I was younger, and because I had a addiction to pills, so I've been there, and that's also what got me kind of interested too. That addiction comes up a lot in these cases, and it kind of helps to be able to relate with some people I talk to. Oh, are you there?
How embarrassing. I just wanted to play the rest of it for you because even though it wasn't. Unfortunately, that's the end. That's the end of that. No more talking to Randall. Somebody else is gonna have to now. No, they don't. They didn't hang up on me. The calls they're maxed out at 15 minutes. It's bullshit. They're so expensive. You only get 2 of them for $15. 2 for $15. No, I don't want to leave it. Oh, are you gonna stay in there? I don't want to leave it running out there by itself.
No.
You're gonna stay in the car, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're coming out in like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. She's wanting some Starbies. Yeah, 50 cents a minute. There you go. So that would be 15. That's right then, right? They said that's crazy. And phone calls are not not as bad. It's 21 cents a minute or something. But when to add money to your account, each and every time they charge you a $3 fee and a $2 fee, plus a bunch of taxes. At the end of $20, you have $12.83 to use. Then you're freaking charged again. That should be like illegal in some way. How are you going to get how are they going to, they just keep charging and, okay, so they charge you to add money. $5 every time, no matter how much it is. So it's insane. It's crazy. From jail calls, not this. This is a jail, not this jail. I mean, probably from his jail calls. Yeah, it probably is what helps bring in the income to pay the bills. Yeah, so 7 cents a minute. I was gonna, okay, so I knew that just seemed like ridiculously high. But I mean, it's been a long time since I can remember using a jail phone or whatever. So either on the receiving or sent, I don't know. I mean, I guess I know inflation is bad right now, but damn. Right, because straight, as soon as your card's swiped. All right, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna go to Starbucks. So I hope to be on later. I said I was going to yesterday, and then I didn't, so I'm afraid to. I don't like looking like a liar. So I hope everybody has. Yeah, he messaged back. I got blocked from the jail. And all my messages all the messages that the inmates had been sending me weren't coming through, and they just randomly were all there today after I was blocked. I'm hoping the guy can still call me, because I'm hoping he was able to get that message when I sent my phone number. And I'm hoping I'm not blocked from phones, but I'm guessing I am, because their phone service is through this company too. So yeah, I'm blocked. It probably all goes through this freaking website. So somebody else, contact Randall. Well, actually, do what you want to do. I don't want to, I can see how it can be. I don't want somebody to do something stupid, though. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much.